Brilliant. Brilliant. Thanks for being with us. I'm Tate Lounsbury with My Court Coach, and we have the wonderful Chris Fontal. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Tate?
I'm doing great. Thanks. Thanks for joining me once again. Thanks for joining our live Q&A, and welcome to our Q&A where you're going to be asking questions about California family law, and we'll see what we can do to help out and provide some information, a little bit of help, a little bit of coaching, but not legal advice. So we're not your lawyers. Chris is not your lawyer. He's not giving you legal advice as to your specific case. He's not giving you strategy on what you should personally do. We're just giving some ideas. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you ask questions. We do have a comment that we want to look at today on another video that we have. Shall we take a look? Let me pull it up. I should learn a faster way of pulling these up, shouldn't I? All right, so this is on our video regarding the explanation of request for orders, what you need to know about RFOs or request for order in California Family Court. And this person says there was a 2015 California judgment. I guess this is a guy writing this. And he says that she, the ex-spouse, got the house and he got the shaft. She still has my name on the loan. She can't afford a refinance it, and nor can she afford assumption. They have no kids. There's no spousal support, so no child support either. Per Wells Fargo, apparently Wells Fargo tells him that he can try to force the sale of the home if she does not comply with the refinance. We don't have exactly enough details to answer the question, probably to satisfy this person. But what can we say about this?
Well, I would definitely have to read the judgment to see what's in there. If the judgment specifically said she had some certain number of days, like 90 days or 6 months, to refinance it and get his name off of it, then he's in a much better position to get the judge to do something. Also, this hypothetical doesn't tell us whether or not she's failing to make the payments. That would also be something the court would have to consider when deciding whether or not to do anything regarding this deal. But it sounds like he's got to try and do something. I just don't know how far he's going to get if the house is not going into foreclosure, if it's not hurting his credit, or if there's not something in the judgment that would trigger the court ordering the sale. But maybe sometimes judges will do stuff, sometimes they won't.
So best practice then, before the judgment, before the divorce is finalized, you would include some term?
Yeah, I would include some kind of terms as to whether or not it was expected that she would refinance it within some period of time. Because sometimes people don't tell somebody to go refinance it. I mean, maybe they don't care. Maybe she got the house with the loan on it. Maybe he got $300,000 in cash and he doesn't need to borrow money anymore. I don't know what the circumstances are. But based upon his question where he's upset about the whole thing, it doesn't sound like he's in a good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, so if they did not have a clause like that in their judgment, he can, if he were to file an RFO, he doesn't have anything to point to in the RFO where he says, hey, judge, look back at this clause in the judgment to see that you can order the sale of the home or refinance.
Right. But the judge may still do something or not. It's hard to say. Again, we need more information. And, the other thing we haven't even talked about is whether or not he's communicated with her in any way. An email over to her saying, hey, are you ever going to refinance this? Who knows? Maybe she's doing something. Maybe she's going to sell it. Maybe something. So maybe she's going to say, too bad, I'm just going to destroy your credit. Either way, that could give him some more information to decide how he needs to proceed. And if she's not proceeding in good faith, that is something the court will take under consideration.
So far as you know, is there no law that requires her to, like no statute that would say, if you get the house and his name is on the mortgage, you have to take him off?
Nope.
I wonder why that is. Is that to protect her property rights?
I just don't think anybody's gotten around to making a law that says that. And then the presumption that you have to do that can become a problem. Maybe people intend not to get a new loan on the house. Maybe everybody knew she couldn't get a loan on the house, and that was just the deal. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's in the military and he got the pension. It's hard to say what the deal was when they entered into it. Usually in divorce agreements, there is going to be something in there that explains who's getting what, when, where, and how. But it's just a good idea to put something in there if there's an expectation that you want your name off of it, that be done within a certain period of time.
So if there is no clause in the judgment, what does he say in the RFO? Do you think he might have to say, hey, look, Judge, this is harming me. My name being on the mortgage is harming me in ways XYZ? Would he have to set forth, all those ways in which his reputation or his future, I don't know, whatever he wants to do is now he can't do it?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to explain how his credit's being impacted. I just don't know if it's going to work or not. That's what it really comes down to is maybe it works to convince the judge to do something. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
So not a good answer, but the guy's in a tough spot.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching this, whoever posted that comment, you're welcome to leave another comment where you maybe delve into that a little more and give a little more detail. Also recommend that you take a look at our other videos. We have videos that talk about how to find case law, and this might be something that you want to do a little more research on. We have videos that talk about how to go to Google Scholar and research cases about the topic that you're interested in or that you have an issue with. So take a look at that. If you go to our playlists, one of the early playlists will have a video about that. Okay, that's all we have. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris. Appreciate that help as always.
You're welcome.
And I hope you have a good night.
You too. Stay
all
cool.
Right, thanks. Signing off.